over the years I've had various bits of material draped down here to try and protect the screw and the weirs down behind the mill. One of the best ones was a bar mat. The trouble is the soluble oil actually made it go all soft and horrible. I've got some plasticky type material here I got off my friend Bob, should be ideal. I'm going to make it that width because that's how wide the piece is, roughly 12 inches, which means it'll cover all of this and it'll also cover the digital scale for the DRO. There's several holes in here that have been drilled and tapped. None of them are actually straight. I'm going to use the two top ones. I'm going to screw that little bit of steel into there first like that. Then that will be sandwiched between either that piece of steel or a piece of aluminium. That's the top sorted out, and then we'll measure the length, and there's already holes drilled in there. So the first thing to do is pick these two hole centres up. I'm just going to eyeball them, drill them probably slightly over size, and then we can use the top of that to make sure that's nice and straight. Just make sure there is threads in them. Yeah, there is 6mm threads. Right, so we want this centralising. What we'll do, right, that's 4 inches, so 2 inches the centre. Measure the centre of this. It's 12 inches. Right, so that's it in the centre there. Right, and there wouldn't be a kick in the arse off. There's 2 dowels on the bottom of this vase. They're a good fit in the table, which means every time you put the vase on, it's already lined up for you. I don't put the vase in the centre of the table. I normally put it to one side and I'll change to the other side. It just means I'm not using that part of the lead screw all the time. Splendid. I've got my new vase handle to play with because I've never found the old one yet. It's never turned up. Normally when you make a new part the old one turns up, but it hasn't. You could hit that, sort of beating your belly end if you really wanted to, but we don't need to. Right, I've got 2 scrape marks, I'll pick them up, drill the 2 holes, and then we'll go from there. Right, 0 that. Right, and that's bang on the other scratch line, so that's the 60. I'm going to put a 7mm drill through it, so I've got a little bit of wiggle room. Right, we'll see how accurate me eyeballs are. I know me not bad. Right, so we've got plenty of wiggle room to get that line nice and level with the top of there. And I've got some nice aluminium angle. I'll use that, screw onto there and grip the material between the two. So I'll be 2 screws there, and I'll probably put another 2 further out. We'll cut this to length, drill some holes in and then get it mounted. Right, I've marked the holes with a felt tip pen. Now it's a simple matter of punching them out. Well, it would be if the bench wasn't quite as springy as that. I'll do them on a steel bench. Right, they've punched a nice clean hole in there. Right, now we'll try it on the machine and see what sort of result we'll get, but I'm quite pleased with that. Take it all the way down to the bottom. All the way out. And all we need is a little bit trimming off, not much, it's actually not too bad at all. that'll be fastened on in there, and that's going to really afford some protection down the back of there. I've been going to do this for years. I've had various bits of material in there, but this stuff should be oil resistant, and it's going to protect all the workings in the back of there. That's what I want to keep clean, all the swarf out of there. There's actually string or some sort of fibre inside there. It is nice, strong material. As you probably saw, I'm left-handed. Now all scissors are basically made for right-handed people. My dad was a painter and decorator for years, and I'm sure he used to buy left-hand scissors. Anyway, just a little useless bit of information. I don't know how well you can see down here, but there is some 6mm holes, one there and one there. These were holding the original piece of material on, and that pitched to the extent of 1/4 inch. We pick the centres up, you can see the angle it's at. It's time to turn the meat off, John. Right, so anyway, I have got some fixings down here, so there's a strip of steel down there to hold them on, and that's going to be good to go. I've just rolled that up to keep it out of the way when I'm working, and I've just thought it would be nice to have, you could get a blind, like a self-retracting blind that would pull it up as you lifted it up. Anyway, I need to pick up these two hole centres. As I said earlier, the holes are a mile out of line. This one's higher than that one. So what I'm going to do is put in a couple of 6mm grub screws. Like that. So they are proud of the face. So I'm just going to use them to mark this material. If I set that up level over there and just tap that, it should pick up the two holes on there. I just want to make sure everything's sort of lying nice and level and straight, which it appears to be. And so that's level with the top of there. There's one. There's the other one. Right, so we've got two nice marks on there. But it's nearly put holes in for us. Right, now we can put the two holes in. See, they're quite out to be level. These make a nice job. These punches up. If I'm making gaskets, I've got to settle them with various size ends on. They're really handy. That's the set there. I'm sure they've been used before. I've made quite a few gaskets for Richard's wagon. They were sent in to me by a viewer. That's got Blue Point wrote on. Blue Point used to be the second line, like snap-on second line. I've got quite a lot of Blue Point here. It worked. That one's actually spring loaded. They're quite a nice set. Right, so I've got 2 holes in there. I've got a piece of material here, it's just an offcut from the plasma job I've done, but it's going to be ideal for this particular application because it just happens to be the right length. So all we'll do is mark those 2 holes behind there and drill them, and that's going to go on there like that. Got those nicely picked up. Belly certainly comes in handy for pushing drills. Just derag them so it looks like somebody actually cares what they've been doing. Just before I cover this up, I'm going to put a little bit of slide wheel oil into here, plenty on that screw. I've got 2 little 6mm flathead screws. It should do the job quite nicely. I'll put a little bit of bend in the piece of plate so it will pull the ends of the material in as well. I don't know if I'll have enough thread in there. I might need to shorten these bolts. Don't know. It'd be nice if I didn't need to, but it looks like I'm going to have to shorten them. So basically that's the job done. Very happy indeed with that. That's worked out quite nicely. It's folding up, and I just need to sort this out now. I have got some bellows that one of my viewers sent in for us, so I'm going to try and adapt these to go onto there somehow. It's going to take a little bit of ingenuity on there, it'd be ideal, but of course that bit goes side to side. That's worked out quite nicely. It reflects a bit of light where as well, so it's going to help. I've got, I suppose, use a whiteboard marker to write sizes on or whatever, or little messages like don't forget to set the mic volume. like you did in the first part of the video, John. Anyway, something I've wanted to do for ages and I'm really pleased I'm getting it done. Oh. Once again, just time to say thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and as always a massive thanks for all the well wishes, and I hope everybody has a nice, happy, peaceful, pleasant and enjoyable 2021.